Namaskar. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to demonstrate the common yoga protocol for International Yoga Day. Yoga Day is celebrated on the 21st of June every year to make people aware of the various benefits of yoga.
So now, let us pledge to adopt yoga in our daily life and spread the invaluable gift of ancient Indian tradition.
Samgachadvam samvadadvam samvo manamsi janatam deva bhagam yatha purve sanjanana upasate. Forward and backward neck bending. Stand with the feet comfortably apart. Keep the hands straight beside the body. This is Samasthiti. Keep your arms on the waist. While exhaling, move the head forward slowly and try to touch the chin to the chest. Inhale, move the head as far as is comfortable. This is one round. Repeat 2 rounds. Right and left neck bending. While exhaling, bend the head slowly to the right. Bring the ear as close as possible to the shoulder without raising the shoulder. While inhaling, bring the head to normal position. Similarly, while exhaling, bend the head to the left side. Inhale and bring the head up to normal position. This is one round. Repeat 2 rounds. Right and left neck twisting. Keep the head upright. While exhaling, gently turn the head to the right so that the chin is in line with the shoulder. While inhaling, bring the head to the normal position. Similarly, while exhaling, turn the head to the left. Inhale and bring the head to the normal position. This is one round. Repeat 2 rounds. Neck rotation. Exhale. Bend the head forward trying to touch the chin to the chest. Inhale. Slowly rotate the head clockwise in a circular motion. Exhale while coming down. Do a full rotation. Then rotate the head in anti-clockwise direction. Inhale, go back and exhale, come down. This is one round. Repeat 2 rounds. Feel the stretch around the neck and loosening up of the joints and muscles of the neck. Elderly people and persons with cervical spondylitis, high blood pressure should practice gently. Trunk twisting. Keep the legs about 2 to 3 feet apart. Raise both the arms up to chest level with palms facing each other and keep them parallel. While exhaling, twist the body towards the left so that the right palm touches the left shoulder. Now come back with inhalation. While exhaling, twist the body towards the right side so that the left palm touches the right shoulder. Now come back with inhalation. Do slowly with breathing. Avoid this practice in case of severe back pain, vertebral and disc disorders after abdominal surgery and during menstruation. This is one round. Repeat 2 more times. Relax in Samasthiti. Tadasana. Tada means palm tree. Stand with feet 2 inches apart. Interlock the fingers and turn the wrist outwards. Now inhale, raise the arms up and bring them in line with the shoulders. Raise the heels off the floor and balance on the toes. Stay in this position for 10 to 15 seconds. This asana brings stability in the body, helps to clear up congestion of the spinal nerves, corrects faulty posture, helps to increase height up to a certain age. Avoid lifting the toes in case of acute cardiac problems, varicose veins and vertigo. Now exhale, bring the heels down. Release the interlock of the fingers and bring the arms down parallel to the trunk and come back to the standing posture. Vrikshasana. Vriksha means tree. Stand with feet 2 inches apart. Focus on a particular point in front of you. Exhale, bend the right leg and place the foot on the inside of the left thigh. The heel should be touching the perineum. Inhale and extend the arms up and join the palms. Stay in this position for 10 to 30 seconds and breathe normally. This asana improves neuromuscular coordination, balance, endurance, and alertness. It tones up the leg muscles and rejuvenates the ligaments also. However, avoid this practice in case of arthritis, vertigo, and obesity. Now exhale and bring the arms and right foot down. Relax and repeat the asana by bending the left leg. Padahastasana. Pada means feet, hasta means hands. Stand straight with feet 2 inches apart. Inhale slowly and raise the arms up. Stretch up the body from the waist. Exhale and bend forward until the trunk is parallel to the ground. Exhale and bend forward until the entire palm rests on the ground. Maintain this final posture for 10 to 30 seconds. Those who are having stiff back should bend according to their capacity. This asana makes the spine flexible, improves digestion and prevents constipation and menstrual problems. Avoid this practice in case of cardiac or back problems, disc disorders, abdominal inflammation, hernia and ulcers, high myopia, vertigo and during pregnancy. Now inhale, come up slowly and stretch the arms above the head. Exhale and slowly return to the starting position. Relax in Samasthiti. Ardha Chakrasana. Ardha means half, Chakra means wheel. Support the back at the waist with all the fingers together pointing forward or downward. Drop the head backwards and stretching the neck muscles. As you inhale, bend backwards from the lumbar region. Exhale and relax. Stay here for 10 to 30 seconds with normal breathing. This asana makes the spine flexible and strengthens the spinal nerves, neck muscles and also improves breathing capacity. It is very helpful for cervical spondylitis. Avoid this asana in case of vertigo or a tendency to giddiness. Now inhale and slowly come up. Trikonasana. Trikona means triangle. Stand with your feet comfortably apart. Slowly raise both the arms sideways till they are horizontal. Exhale, slowly bend to the right side and place the right hand just behind the right foot. The left arm is straight up in line with the right arm. Turn the left palm forward. Turn your head and gaze at the tip of the left middle finger. Remain in the posture for 10 to 30 seconds with normal breathing. This asana prevents flat foot. It strengthens calf, thigh and waist muscles. Makes the spine flexible, improves lung capacity. Avoid this asana in case of slip disc, sciatica and after undergoing abdominal surgery. If one cannot touch the feet, one can reach for the knees instead. As you inhale, now slowly come up. Repeat for the left side. Baddha Konasana. Sit erect with the legs stretched out straight in the front. Keep the hands beside the hips. This is Dandasana. Now put the soles of your feet together. Exhale and clasp your hands together over your toes. Pull your heels as close as possible up to perineum region. This is the final position. Stay here for some time. This asana keeps the body firm and stabilizes the mind. It keeps the knees and hip joints healthy and also helps to relieve knee pain. It acts on the abdominal organs and releases any tension in the abdomen. It benefits women by relieving abdominal pain often experienced during menstruation. Avoid this practice in case of severe arthritis and sciatica. Ardha Ustrasana. Ustra means camel. Fold your legs and sit on your heels. Keep the thighs close and big toes touching. Place the hands on the knees. The head and back should be straight. This is Vajrasana. Now stand on your knees. Place the hands on the waist with fingers pointing downward. Keep the elbows and shoulders parallel. Bend the head back and stretch the neck muscles. Inhale and bend the trunk backwards as much as possible. As you exhale, relax. Keep the thighs perpendicular to the ground. Remain in this posture for 10 to 30 seconds with normal breathing. If you can reach the heels, you can place your hands on them and bend backwards. This is called Ustrasana. It relieves constipation and back pain, increases blood circulation to the head and cardiac region. Avoid this asana in case of hernia and abdominal injuries, arthritis, vertigo, and pregnancy. Return with inhalation, sit in Vajrasana, relax from the posture. Sasanka Asana. Sasanka means hair. Sit in Vajrasana. Spread both the knees wide apart. Keep the big toes touching. Keep the palms between the knees. Exhale and slowly stretch them full length. Bend forward and place the chin on the ground. Keep the arms parallel. Look in front and maintain the posture. This asana helps to reduce stress and anger. It tones up reproductive organs, relieves constipation, improves digestion, and relieves back pain. Please avoid this posture in case of acute backache. Now inhale and come up. Exhale and come back to Vajrasana. Stretch your legs and relax. Vakrasana. Vakra means twisted. Bend the right leg and place the right foot beside the left knee. As you exhale, twist the body to the right. Bring the left arm around the right knee and clasp the right big toe or place the palm beside the right foot. Take the right arm back and keep the palm on the ground with the back straight. Remain in this posture for 10 to 30 seconds with normal breathing and relax. This asana increases flexibility of the spine. It helps to overcome constipation. It stimulates pancreas and helps in the management of diabetes. Please avoid this asana in case of severe back pain, vertebral and disc disorders after abdominal surgery and during menstruation. Now take out your hands with exhalation and relax. Repeat the same on the other side. Bhujangasana. Bhujanga means snake or cobra. Lie down on your stomach, rest your head on your hands and relax the body. Now join your legs and stretch your arms. Keep the forehead on the ground. Now place your hands just beside the body. Keep palms and elbows on the ground. As you inhale slowly, lift the chin and chest, come up to navel region. Stay there comfortably. This is called Sarala Bhujangasana. Now come back and place your forehead on the ground. Keep your palms besides the chest where your elbows were and raise the elbows. Inhale, slowly lift the chin and chest up to the navel region. This is Bhujangasana. This asana is best for stress management. It reduces abdominal fat and alleviates constipation. It also helps to remove backache and bronchial problems. Those who have undergone abdominal surgery should avoid this asana for 2 to 3 months. Now exhale, rest your forehead on the ground and place your palms and rest your head on the palms and spread your legs and relax. Salabhasana. Salabha means a locust. Lie down on your stomach. Rest the chin on the floor. Keep both hands beside the body, palms facing upwards. Inhale, raise the legs off the floor as much as you can without bending the knees. Extend the arms and legs well to ease the lift of the body off the floor. Stay in this position for 10 to 20 seconds, breathing normally. This asana helps in sciatica and lower back ache and tones the hip muscles. It helps the abdominal organs in aiding digestion. Cardiac patients should avoid this asana. Now exhale. Bring the legs down towards the floor. Rest for a few seconds in Makarasana. Makarasana. Makara means crocodile. Lie down on your stomach with the feet wide apart, feet pointing outward. Bend both the arms and place the right hand on the left hand. Place the forehead on your hands. Keep the eyes closed. This is Makarasana. This asana is practiced for relaxation. It promotes relaxation of the lower back and helps in recovery of back problems. It is indicated to counter stress and anxiety. Avoid this asana in severe cardiac problems and pregnancy. Setubandhasana. Setubandha means formation of bridge. Bend both the legs at the knees and bring the heels near the buttocks. Hold both the ankles firmly. Keep the knees and feet in one straight line. Inhale, slowly raise your buttocks and trunk up as much as you can to form a bridge. Remain in this position for 10 to 30 seconds with normal breathing. This asana relieves depression and anxiety. It strengthens lower back muscles. People suffering from ulcers and hernia and women in advanced stages of pregnancy should not practice this asana. Now exhale, slowly return to the original position and relax in Savasana. Pavan Muktasana. Pavan means wind and Mukta means to release or to make free. Lie down flat on the back. Bend both the knees and bring the thighs to the chest. Interlock the fingers and clasp the knees. Exhale. Raise the head till your chin touches the knees and relax. While touching the knee with the nose or forehead, you should be able to feel the lumbar region stretch. This is Pavan Muktasana. It removes constipation, gives relief from flatulence, decreases the bloating sensation in the abdomen, and aids digestion. Now bring the head back to the ground. While exhaling, lower the legs to the floor. Rest in Savasana. Please avoid this practice in case of abdominal injuries, hernia, sciatica, or severe back pain and during pregnancy. Savasana. Sava means dead body. Lie down on your back with arms and legs comfortably apart, palms facing upward, eyes closed. Relax the whole body consciously. Become aware of natural breath and allow it to become slow and rhythmic. Remain in this position till you feel refreshed and relaxed. This asana helps to relieve all kinds of tensions and gives rest to both the mind and the body. It relaxes the whole psychophysiological system. The mind, which is constantly attracted to the outer world, takes a U-turn and moves inwards, thus gradually getting absorbed. As the mind turns quiet and absorbed, the practitioner remains undisturbed by the external environment. It is found very beneficial in the management of stress and its consequences. Kapalbhati. Sit in any meditative posture. Close the eyes and relax the whole body. Inhale deeply through both nostrils. Expand the chest. Exhale, liberate with forceful contractions of the abdominal muscles and relax. Do not strain. Continue active or forceful exhalation and
runs up to 3 rounds of 20 breaths each. The count and rounds can be increased gradually over a period of time. After each round, take a deep breath and exhale slowly. Kapalbhati purifies the frontal air sinuses and helps to overcome cough disorders. It is useful in treating cold, sinusitis, asthma, and bronchial infections. It rejuvenates the whole body and keeps the face young and vibrant. It balances and strengthens the nervous system and tones out the digestive system. Avoid this practice in case of cardiac conditions and giddiness, high blood pressure, vertigo, chronic bleeding in the nose, epilepsy, migraine, stroke, hernia, and gastric ulcers. Anishodhana or Anuloma-Viloma Pranayama. Sit in any meditative posture. Keep the spine and head straight with eyes closed. Relax the body with few deep breaths. Keep the left palm on the left knee in Jnana Mudra. The right hand should be in Nasagra Mudra. Place the ring and small fingers on the left nostril. Fold the middle and index finger. Place the right thumb on the right nostril. Breathe in from the left nostril and close the left nostril with the small and ring fingers and release the thumb from the right nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Next, inhale through the right nostril. At the end of inhalation, close the right nostril, open the left nostril and exhale through it. For beginners, the duration of inhalation and exhalation should be equal. Breathe should be slow, steady, and controlled. It should not be forced or restricted in any way. This pranayama helps to purify the principal channels of carrying energy called nadis, hence nourishes the whole body. It increases vitality and lowers the level of stress and anxiety. It alleviates cold and cough disorders. Type 1. Sit in any meditative posture with eyes closed. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale slowly in a controlled manner while making a deep, steady humming sound, such as that of a black bee. This is 1 round of Brahmari. Repeat 5 rounds. Brahmari in Sanmukhi Mudra. Sit in any meditative posture with eyes closed. Inhale deeply through the nose. Close the eyes with index fingers, mouth with ring and small fingers, and ears from respective thumbs. Place the middle fingers near the nostrils. This is also called Sanmukhi Mudra. Exhale slowly in a controlled manner while making a deep, steady humming sound such as that of black bee. This is 1 round of Brahmari. Repeat 5 rounds. The practice of Brahmari relieves stress and helps in alleviating anxiety, anger, and hyperactivity. The resonance effect of humming sound creates a soothing effect on the mind and nervous system.
Dhyana in Sambhavi Mudra. Sit in any meditative posture. Keep your spine comfortably erect. Hold Jnana Mudra as follows. Touch the tip of the thumb to the tip of the index finger, forming a circle. The other 3 fingers are straight and relaxed. All 3 fingers are side by side and touching. Keep your palms facing upwards upon the thighs. Arms and shoulders should be loose and relaxed. Close your eyes and sit with a slightly upturned face. Be conscious of your breath and dissolve your thoughts, attaining a single and pure thought. Meditate. For beginners, soothing music may be played in the background during meditation. You can stay as long as you can. Meditation is the most important component of yoga practice. It helps the practitioner to eliminate negative emotions like fear, anger, depression, anxiety, and to develop positive emotions. It keeps the mind calm and quiet. It increases concentration, memory, clarity of thought, and willpower. It rejuvenates the whole body and mind, giving them proper rest. Meditation leads to self-realization. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kachchid dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.